Skibidi dub, yes, yes. Skibidi dub and ding ding. Skibidi dub, yes, yes. Skibidi dub and ding ding. Skibidi, skibidi, skibidi.
This makeup tutorial was inspired by the viral sensation all over YouTube called Skibidi Toilet.
Not gonna lie, Skibidi Toilet is terrifying. It's horrifying. This could be a horror movie. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Almost lost it.
I started this look by blocking out my eyebrows with Elmer's glue, concealer, and a cream foundation. Next, I used a makeup sponge to apply a brown character shadow over the top of my head. I extended the hairline down to cover any stubble I have and help create longer sideburns. Then I used a beauty blender to start applying a natural fair foundation to flatten and hide any human aspect of my face. I covered the neck, inside and outside of the ears, the forehead, and over the eyebrows, using the beauty blender to distribute the makeup evenly. Next, I started sketching out the outline of the mouth with a brown eyebrow pencil. The character has some exaggerated smile lines that I penciled in as well. Then I started creating the beginning lines of his raised eyebrows that extend down the side of the nose on each side. I continued adding shadows along the nostrils, bringing the shape further out to add more character to the look. I tried to make the nostrils wider with a brown character shadow, and at this point I realized I wanted to actually manipulate the shape of my nose to sell the odd shape. At this point I decided I wanted to add scar wax and completely change the shape of my own nose to match the original Skibidi Toilet. His nose is pretty wide, and the bridge of the nose is crooked, so I used the scar wax to attempt these shapes, smoothing the wax and blending it into my skin. I added one small ball of wax over each nostril, blending it into the face. After the scar wax was blended evenly and the shape looked believable, I went back in with a brown character shadow, adding more dimension to the nostrils and creating a fake crease for the large smile lines. Then along the crease of the eye socket and down the bridge of the nose. Going back in with a beauty blender and blending these additions into the foundation. Next, I focused on filling in the hair with black cream makeup. I used the edge of a wedge sponge because I felt like it created more of a pixelated look, as if the hair was animated. Everything about this look was taking away any human aspect and making the look appear like a half-life or computer-generated person. Hey, if any of you guys are gamers, I want to hear what your favorite game is to play right now. Leave it in the comment section below. I added some facial stubble with the same character shadow and used my finger to add a 5 o'clock shadow around the mustache area. I intensified more of the brown shadows gradually, making them darker. I separated this deep brown area just above the eyelid, as I have plans to fill it in with white later.
At this point, the creepiness is taking effect.
I mixed brown with black to add a harsh line like a false eyebrow. I added a deeper brown over the crease of the eyelid and pressed the same brown over the whole area to create more emotion over the brows, just like the original Skibidi character. Then I began adding the character's teeth with Mehron Classic White. I've created a lot of these false smiles in the past, using a brush to dictate the size of the tooth over the upper and lower lip. Then I filled the surrounding area with a coral color to represent the gums. Using a small pointed brush, I added Mehron Classic Black to create the wide outside depth of the smile. Then outlining the lower teeth as well. At this point, I'm feeling like a ventriloquist dummy. I outlined the upper edge of the smile in black to set it apart from the foundation. I used the same small pointed brush to outline each tooth as well. I filled in the eyelids with Mehron Classic White, as my plan was to create false eyes that also appear animated. During this process, I half squint my eyes to close most of the eyelid and carefully fill it in with white. This process takes a little patience, and it can be easy to smudge the makeup by opening the eye before the makeup is fully dry. I added a character shadow to each side of the neck and where the neck meets the chest, as this is also where the toilet bowl prop meets my skin. I wanted to create the sense that my head was actually coming out of a toilet.
Is it normal to say that?
I added a shadow below the bottom smile line to help it appear like the lip was down by my chin. I created another brown edge blending into the foundation, then a finer black edge to give the fake lip more depth. I added a fine line of black around the neck as well. Then I added this hand-painted foam board toilet prop to sell the look a little better. For the top lip, I added a light cream highlight blending into the foundation to make it seem like the edge was the high point of the lip. I used a cotton swab to apply light blue from the Blue Squid Pro palette to the central part of the eyelid. This helped me create an evenly shaped iris. I used another cotton swab to add Mehron Classic Black for the pupil. Your look is complete. I hope you guys like this Skibidi Toilet makeup tutorial, and if you want to see any specific looks, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.